Also an excellent young coach. When I say young, I don't mean young in age. I mean with the youths, with the youngsters. Former coach of Salisha Young, which is she's also the national champion. So he's also producing good players from that club. It's 1-1. Petrokin to serve to Lewis. Two.
Table number 1. Then through semi-finals, Mark Phillips from Wallace on table number 1. Best of 5.
2-3. Three all. Blake to serve to Carissa. Four, 3. Four. 5-4. Good long serve by Carissa there. Petrokin not reading the amount of backspin on that serve.
Table number 6.
5-6.
Then through quarterfinals, Walter Madden, Alphonse Morris on table 6.
7, serving 5. It's a towel break after every 6 points. Yeah, a bit confused there. The youngsters not quite knowing the rules of the game yet. That's a towel break. Everybody's entitled to a towel break after every 6 points. Brilliant serve by Miss Lewis there. They have a 3-point lead. 8-5. Leading 2 sets to 1. Another brilliant fast serve. Blake is using too much backhand for a doubles player. Need to shift over to our forehand side. Depending a little bit too much on that backhand. So making it easy for our opponent to win points off serves. It's now 5 match points for the pair of Lewis and Petrokin. Match point. Oh, and that's a serve off there by young Janelle Blake. So the pair, so we have a national junior female doubles champion in St. Louis, who is from the Sutter Club, pairing up with young Carissa Petrokin, who is from the Waterhouse Club. Interesting pairing. Good match. They defeated the pair from Greater Portmore, Olivia Petrokin and Janelle Blake in the finals. Congratulations, guys. Now we turn our attention back to the men, and we have on center table here, this is actually the over 40. It's going on between Chris and Rowan Lewis again, but that's a different category. We have on table, need to find out which one. Young Mark Phillips there, national player Mark Phillips. He's in the semi-finals of the rural event. He's from St. Catherine, as well as Sean Wallace, who's a former player, studied in Cuba for 4 years, have a degree in sports. Was a very good player in his days as well. Formerly from Calabar. Mark is also formerly from Calabar and Kingston College. Went to Calabar from fourth to fifth form, then transferred to KC. Sean Wallace stayed Rabalac right throughout the entirety of his high school days. You know, myself and him, we had many battles. You know, I'm also a purple man, Fortis. So this should be a good match as well. So this is a semi-final event of the veteran championships, and these matches will be best of 5. Unlike the men's open championship, which is the premier event, that's best of 7. This is like the undercard if you want to compare it to boxing. Mark Phillips a bit, well, both players might depend a lot more on the forehand to win points. Not quite balanced with the backhand, but they both will be looking to get in that forehand shot as soon as possible. You know, in table tennis, you must always center your game around the tools that you have and the weapons that you have as a player. And both guys will be looking for that forehand shot. This will be a forehand game. Who can open first or who can sustain the counter points. And that's going to come down to a lot of footwork if you're going to depend on the countering and all of that. I don't know how fit Sean is this time around. Normally he is. We know that Mark is fit. Yes, both players depending on forehand. It's now 2-3. Good shot down the line there by Mark Phillips. Opening up the court, going down the line instead of diagonal. now 5-5. Sean Wallace won the first set. It's now 3-2 in the second set. Can we play final?
Yeah. What you want to do is we're going to do the team matches now, and then we'll reorganize the place. Alright? Yeah, because once we get team match out of the way, we can just go with the others. Alright? Because ours kind of solve what our customers.
Yeah. So how much match we're gonna have? We're gonna have final with a veteran, right? And rural final.
Rural time. No, we still have another match in the rural team.
Oh, so we just run off that. Yeah. You want to run off everything?
Yeah, we are ready. Because this well played this not in the center.
774. So that's 4 sets to 1. Sorry, my fault. It's 4-8. Mark have a 4-point lead in the second set, trying to tie the game at 1 set apiece. Both players not showing good footwork to the forehand side. Yes, very weak backhand from both players. Weak backhand side. So my guess is who can play a better backhand will win. Who have the courage to use it a little bit more.
6, 7, 10.
This style of game is a bit difficult to play because you have to be constantly running around to get it in the forehand.
It finish?
Semi-finals 2, men's rural, table 1, 2, rural St. Clair, Carlton Madden on table number 2. Best of 5.
Come on.
7, 7, 10.
7-10. Sean tried to come back in the set here. Went to the backhand serve. Poor footwork by Mark Phillips. Poor footwork. You know, a lot of the mistakes is not from the actual hands, but it's from the legs, the positioning to execute the shot. You know, a lot of people don't know the sport of table tennis, but it's a leg sport. Everything is dependent on the legs. Getting yourself into that perfect position to execute the shot. It starts with the leg and end with the fingers. It's the last thing that transfer energy to the ball. Good shot there by Mark Phillips, getting in a comfortable forehand shot. It is pretty obvious that both players' footwork is not so great this time around. So anybody who's able to serve short or to restrict the opponent from getting in that forehand by playing back short to the middle or forehand side will win this match. You would take notes. There's no coach. There's no coach in here. But this will be real simple. Any player that can drop shot to the middle and that can follow up on the serve will win easy. Because if you know the footwork stepping into the table is not so good. So I would have instructed Mark to serve short to the forehand and middle of the table. That's 1-love to Mark. Likewise, the instruction would be the same for Sean Wallace. This match is a forehand game. Both players have the same strengths and weaknesses. but it's for who can exploit it better. Let me see if Mark will try to drop short or open if it's long to the middle. Brilliant point there by both Wallace and Phillips. Good counter play. Mark coming out on top with that exchange. It's now 2-1, 1-1 in sets. Sean Wallace have a tricky service action there. Three, 1. Mark Phillips to serve. That is what's needed. Sean attempted that short push to the forehand side. And you will note that the footwork is very poor. That there it is again. There it is again. That soft touch to middle or to the forehand side. Any one of these players adapt that tactic will win, and will win easy. As you can see, both players are struggling a bit with the footwork, with the adjustment with the legs when the ball isn't coming out directly out to the end of the table. Let's see if Mark can do the same with his service return. No, he did not. Should lose that point. Poor execution of service return and poor tactics overall being employed here in this rural semi-final matchup between Phillips and Wallace.
Versus Portland, table number 7.
Oh, yeah. That's 5-5. Mark Phillips trying to energize himself by shouting. Self-motivation is very important in these matches. You have to try to keep a high level of intensity throughout. It's now 6-6. Phillips to serve. You can see the footwork right there is a bit of a problem moving wide to the forehand side. But both players still refuse to play to the forehand side early. They're still going to the backhand corner. The backhand is weak, but these players practice the pivot a lot. So it makes perfect sense to serve to the forehand before you go to the actual weakness. It's now 7-8. A bit of moisture on the table. Mark Phillips asking the umpire to clean off the moisture. This sport is very technical. Any moisture on the racket will force you into making a mistake. The ball will drop off the racket, the rubbers on the racket. It's very sensitive to moisture and water. So players have to keep themselves dry. Use the towel breaks to keep themselves dry. The hands and the face. Both players still playing diagonal, which is absolutely incorrect. Let me see. Same serve. Did not vary the serve on that second ball. So it's 8-10. Mark Phillips still holds 2-point advantage. 2 set points for Mark Phillips here in the third set. Wallace takes his third break. Trying to think about what he's going to serve and his follow-up to his serve. Finally a push to the forehand side. That is how easy the game is. Tactically, you have to recognize your opponent's weakness right off the bat and you have to exploit it. The footwork is bad, wide forehand, wide play diagonal. You know, that should be, the tactic should be middle or wide. And getting the person to move off the spot from the backhand corner. But at times as a player, you're out there, you're not seeing these things. That's the importance of having a coach in the corner. You know, a lot of times you're in the heat of the battle and your brain you might not be seeing the things that we on the sideline seeing. So it's very important to have a coach at this level in the background. And both players, you see both players playing without a coach in the semi-final encounter in the Rurals event. Again, easy point. Once you push to the forehand, the point will be easy. No, man.
No, you put logic one. You said it's not one, so I figured, but I didn't know it. Yeah, you didn't tell them. So what am I saying? My wife.
Portland needs to go to table 7. Portland team. Portland male team.
It's now 4-2.
Portland, are you forfeiting the match?
Phillips. Phillips is up 4-2, leading 2-1 in the Rural Championship. Wallace trying to even this match at 2 sets apiece, trailing by a point. Excellent shot by Mark Phillips, redirecting the shot to the backhand side. So it's now 3-6. Excellent return. A little bit too long, not quite that good of a return. Needed to be a little bit shorter, softer hands. On table number 2, we see the other semi-finals between Paulton Madden and Rudolph Sinclair. Paulton is leading 10-9, is up 1 set. That's the other semi-finals for the Rural Open. Wow, excellent shot by Paulton Madden. A great talent, but refused to train. I don't know why, but great talent. He's also, Paulton Madden is also a part of that winning team in 2000. They won the Junior Caribbean Championships in Guyana in 2000. Quite some time, but still has it, still has it. An excellent player, smooth double flank player, Paulton Madden. He's up 2-0 against Rudolph Sinclair in the other semi-final. Now back to table number 1. Mark Phillips, a 2-point lead, is 5-7. That short forehand ball giving both players some trouble there. That's 5-8. Poor technical play by both players. 8-6. Again, poor execution and it's now 8-all. Sean Wallace is trying to even this match at 2 sets apiece. 8-8. Wallace to serve. Excellent serve, backhand serve there by Wallace. Going for the backhand serve again. Sean is on the attack. It's now 2 set points for Wallace. 8-10. Oh, good fast serve down to the corner. Sean is complaining. Table tennis players tend to talk to themselves a lot. Good, brilliant serve by Mark to the backhand corner of Wallace. A bit of moisture there on the table. Both players taking this opportunity to refresh themselves, both physically and mentally.
Can I encourage viewers to come out?
Okay. And for those at home watching, we still have time. The men's and women's finals will be an exciting one between. Please to come out. You still have time to make your way down to the indoor arena right here at the National Stadium.
New Salvo House. Phil Pam reaching out.
Mark served that one off. It's now 2 sets apiece.
Come on out. National Arena, everybody. Great games. So who set up this? Right. That's it. Come on out, guys. Come on out.
Come on out and support. Mr. Daly right there, the coach of Hillel. He's encouraging you guys to come on out and watch the event live right here in the National Indoor Arena. It's a great atmosphere. You know, the people filing in slowly but surely. And we have a couple of big events remaining. So you guys at home, you have approximately an hour and a half to reach to the arena. Love all, 2-all. Good return. Good shot by Mark down the line. Wallace anticipating the ball to the forehand side. This is a forehand game. It's not game, but this is a forehand match, I should say. Those who can momentum seems to be with Wallace in this set. He's opening up with his forehand. He's playing with a little bit more energy than Mark. Mark would need to pump himself up right now. He's facing the pressure. Two, 3. 2-all, 2-3. The chance to reach the rural men's final. Three, 3. Foul break. It's now 3-all, 2-all. Brilliant counter there by Mark Phillips. Oh, good redirection by Mark Phillips there. Takes a 2-point lead in the final set. And point to know, when this in the final set, your switch ends at 5. So it's 2-all, 5-3. Mark Phillips to serve. Brilliant serve. We'll call that the hook serve by Wallace. It's 5-6. 2-all, 5-6. Oh, missing a sitter right there. Have to shake it off now and reset for the next point. Oh, brilliant point there. Brilliant point. Mark takes a 3-point lead. That's 8-5. Five 8, 5-9. Sean is down 4 points. Oh, didn't put any spin on that ball. Had no chance of dipping and hitting the table. It's match point for Mark Phillips. Oh, took a chance right there. Feeling a bit free. I guess that big lead. It's now 10-6 for match points. A chance to reach the rural men's final. Mark Phillips is through to the rural men's final here at the National Championship 2022. We turn our attention to the parish event.